No. We'll do it live! Fuck it!
The T-34s are BR 3.3 to 5.7 Russian medium tanks that can be summed up in one phrase: jack of all trades, master of none. This thing is good for any playstyle you throw at it, but it doesn't truly excel at anything. Just like Russia, you can rush B, you can brawl in a down tier, and if you're good enough, you can even snipe. The T-34 combines all three aspects of tank combat into one vodka-infused package. The only problem is, there are still dissidents who can't win games. Today, I'm going to carry on Stalin's legacy. Here is how to join the breadline. Most medium tanks have to choose two of three things: armor, speed, or firepower. In a drunken rampage, Gajan thought fuck it, and gave it all three. Because apparently that's how balance works. First you have the gun. The gun on every T-34 is an absolute monster, with more explosive force than an RBMK reactor, except for the T-34-57. All my homies hate the T-34-57. Then you have the engine. The one that sounds like a fucking ladder, but still manages to flank the fuck out of unsuspecting wereaboos. Basically, the T-34 still gets around. Just like Daddy Anton. Then you have the armor. Especially at low tiers, the T-34's armor is bouncier than Nikita Khrushchev's fat fucking neck, and it gets even bouncier once you angle your armor at 45 degrees. All three of these traits culminate in the third greatest thing to come out of Russia, just behind cheap vodka and dashcam videos. Depending on your tank, you'll probably have a different gun, but for all T-34s, the following remains true. Load a bunch of the best APHE available to you, a bit of APCR, if you have it, and tell everything else to go fuck itself. For the early T-34s, the best APHE is BR 350B, MD8 Fuse. For the 57 it's BR 271K, and for the T-34-85, you load a bit of both BR 365A and BR 365K. BR 365A gives you a massive HE filler, equivalent to 2.5 Tsar bombers, with the only trade-off compared to the K round being a little bit less penetration. Once you get into a game, you basically play this tank like the Russians in the Battle of Stalingrad. Flank. You start to assess where your teammates are going, and where the enemies will most likely be. Read the map, and establish flank routes. You embody the madman Russian vibes, and rocket around the map like the little drunk gremlin you are. Once you meet the enemy, start taking flanks by storm and just straight dunking on kids wherever you go. You study the armor layouts of enemy tanks, to find out where to pen enemy gamers. You abuse the fuck out of these weak spots and dump hot sticky loads of communist spunk inside their tanks. Once you've established your Soviet dominance over a flank, start doing your own thing, letting your teammates do the brawling, while you do the killing. If you die, which you probably will, rejoice, because there's like a million more of these fucking things. For your modifications, start off by researching parts and horizontal drive. Next, work on FPE and adjustment of fire. Then, hit up elevation mechanism and filters. And lastly, finish off engine and transmission. When you're done with all that, start going back and getting things like upgraded shells, as well as finishing off the mobility line. For your crew skills, start off with weapon reloading, to reload the gun faster, and leadership, to boost the skills of all your crew members. Next, work on tank driving, to flank easier, and targeting, to increase your accuracy. When you're done with all that, start working on field repair, because your cannon breaches a massive fucking shell magnet, and keen vision, to spot political dissidents from far away. After that, do whatever the fuck you please. This is how to play the T-34. Now get out there and start spreading communism on a galactic scale.